In this episode of Get Real with Rajiv, I'm going to be answering questions around what are the most common mistakes made in marketing and sales. I'm also going to be talking about what do you need to do if you're a traditional business during the time of this lockdown where everything has come to a standstill. I'm also talking about what do you need to do, how do you truly let go. While you understand you need to let go, how do you truly let go? I'm going to give that answer. And finally, I'm going to talk about what should be the priority in terms of setting up your business functions or your departments, which department you should set up first. So I look forward to seeing you in episode number 40 of Get Real with Rajiv. Hello everyone, welcome to Get Real with Rajiv. We are on episode number 40 and we are coming to you from my home. So my wife Bhakti is going to be asking the 4 questions which I'm going to be answering for you today. So Bhakti, what's the first question?
Our first question is from Srinivas. What are the most common mistakes done in marketing and sales and how to rectify them?
Well, Srinivas, marketing and sales are two different things. So first big mistake a lot of businesses make is that they look at marketing and sales as the same thing. Consider this, marketing's objective is to generate leads, to generate inquiries, generate new prospective customers. The job of sales is to take the lead that marketing generates and then turn that into a deal. So close the customer, that is the job of sales. So the first big mistake people make is they don't understand the distinction between marketing and sales. So the job of marketing is to generate leads, the job of sales is to close the deal. Now there are many common mistakes that businesses make around marketing and sales, and the first most common one that comes to my mind is the fact that most businesses are reactive when it comes to marketing and sales. Think about it. Most businesses rely on word of mouth. They wait for customers to come to them. Now, while word of mouth is great and it means that you do good quality work and that's why somebody is referring somebody else to you, it is not a marketing strategy or a sales strategy. Word of mouth will not allow you to predict how many referrals you will generate in a week or a month. And if you cannot predict and project how many referrals you can generate in a week or a month, then your income is not in your control, which means your business is not in your control, which means your life is not in your control. So the biggest mistake in marketing and sales is to be reactive and not proactive. Businesses need to be proactive, so that is how you correct that mistake. You need to take proactive steps and have clear strategies on how you will generate inquiries from your target audience. And then you need to have a sales process which will nurture that inquiry and turn it into a deal. So the second big mistake people make is that they don't have clarity of strategies of marketing and they don't have a clear sales process. So that's the second big mistake people make around marketing and sales. I can go on and on about this, but I will stop it over here. But if I have to summarize everything that I said, that if you're a small and medium business, you got to go out there and market yourself well and sell yourself well, and you need to gain a lot of knowledge in marketing and sales. That could be the third possible mistake where people don't gain knowledge of marketing and selling. So fix these 3 mistakes and hopefully you will see great growth in your marketing and sales. With that, Bhakti, let's move to the second question.
We have Kamal who asks, I'm a small businessman with no presence in e-commerce. All of my business is offline, which is on field. Due to lockdown, my entire income has stopped and cost of salaries to my staff and rent of office is on. I am not sure when this situation would be back to normal and how can I scale up my business once it goes normal.
Well, Kamal, firstly, completely understand and completely empathize with you and all those thousands, if not millions of entrepreneurs for whom everything has come to a standstill, and this lockdown was something that nobody predicted. So I have full empathies for what you're saying, Kamal, and I completely understand it. Having said that, here's my request. Do not use this phase of the lockdown to just build more emotional worry for yourself, because in reality, worry kills people more than the actual problem kills. Now, while I understand that you have the pressure to pay salaries, while I understand that you have a team to manage, you have expenses to take care of and there's no inflows, I would say there's no point fighting something that is not in our control. Instead, start thinking and asking yourself, what can you do while you are in this lockdown? What can you do from the point of your preparation for your business? It could be spending time on innovating new products or services. It could be learning new skills and capabilities. It could be networking with possible customers. Don't do sales right now. Network with possible customers. Reach out. It could be creating internal processes and systems. It could be training your team members. Use this time usefully. one of the mistakes I'm seeing a lot of business owners make is that they are looking for an immediate result or an immediate answer to how will I get cash inflows so that I can take care of my expenses. Consider this, your present situation is a result of your past actions. No matter how harsh that sounds, that's the truth. If today you do not have cash reserves, if you do not have an emergency fund which you can fall back upon to take care of your expenses, then use that as a lesson to learn that, hey, as a business, have I done business in a healthy manner? Have I set up my savings? Have I set up my emergency fund? If you haven't, if you've not had that consciousness around money, then this situation is only teaching you a lesson. So learn that lesson and prepare for the future, because while our present is a result of our past, our future will be a result of what we do today. So Kamal, here's what I want you to do. Two things. One is look at what can you do to prepare yourself for when things open up. Secondly, I would love for you to attend my business progress webinar, which I do every single week during the time of this lockdown, where I'm helping entrepreneurs figure out what can they do to create progress in their business even during the times of this economic crisis and lockdown. So just reach out to me, drop me a personal message, and I will send you a link of the business progress webinar. So I think that should definitely help you. With that, Bhakti, let's move to the third question.
So we have Ayush Bhatt who asks, I'm very scared of letting others take decision in my company because I want things to be perfect. But I understand that's not the way to grow. How do I let go?
Well, Ayush, so what you're saying is that you understand that you got to delegate, give responsibilities to people. Only then there will be enough consistent action happening in your business for your business to grow. But at the same time, you're not able to let go. So consider this, Ayush. You don't understand it yet. You think you understand that letting go is healthy, but you still don't understand it truly. So the only way I would say that you will truly understand is when you're sick and tired of everything being dependent on you, when you're truly frustrated and you've told yourself, I've had enough, where I'm sitting and firefighting every single day, every single week, every single month, where every single thing in my business is dependent on me, and even after me trying to do everything, I am not able to achieve the desired results that I want. When you're sick and tired of that situation, my friend, that's when you will make the change. Like Tony Robbins famously says, what you tolerate, you cannot change. And I think somewhere you are okay, deep down inside, somewhere you're okay with tolerating yourself as someone who controls everything and does not delegate enough. So you're theoretically saying, I understand delegation is good, but in reality, it's not yet sunk in for you. So go through the process, get sick and tired, get frustrated, only then you will change. Because right now you're just tolerating yourself. So I want to ask you, till when do you want to continue tolerating yourself being a control freak? The day you get tired, you will automatically make that change. I don't want to give you a solution, Ayush, because someone like you intellectually understands what's the right thing to do, but emotionally you've not yet accepted it. So I'm telling you, emotionally exhaust yourself, then you'll accept it. With that, let's go to the fourth and final question for this week. So Bhakti, what's the fourth and final question?
Shanmuganathan is asking, out of all the 7 functions of business, which one should we focus initially, provided I already have my operations and HR in place? I mean the order of establishing these functions to finally build that strong functional business.
Well, Shanmuganathan, in all honesty, there is no single sequence of prioritizing which function you need to activate and establish first. It's very contextual based on your business, based on what's working for you, based on the industry you're from, but based on what you are sharing, that you have your operations and human resources established, I would say then you need to focus on marketing and sales. That is the other core end of the business, which is very critical, very crucial. And I see a lot of people who are very good at what they do technically. They love operations, so they take care of it first. They hate marketing and sales, so they pray that they never have to build anything called marketing and sales and the world just comes and buys from them, which is not going to happen. So Shanmuganathan, for you specifically, based on the information you've been able to share through the question, I would say now is your time for you to gain knowledge and start building a team, start building systems and strategies for marketing and sales, so that you start seeing a consistent inflow of leads and income for yourself. So I'm going to keep it as simple as that, Shanmuganathan. Do it. It's a lot of work. And once you do it, then keep me posted on how it's creating progress for you. So with that, we come to the end of episode number 40 of Get Real with Rajiv. Now is the time for us to pick a winner who gets a copy of my book Lead or Bleed. Obviously, once the lockdown is open, only then we can ship it to you. But Bhakti, indicate for me, according to you, with your fingers, don't say the name, who deserves to win the question of the week. Well, let me establish my understanding. We had a question today from Shanmuganathan on 7 functions and which one is the first one to activate. We had a question on how to make progress during the lockdown in a traditional business. We also had a question on, come on Bhakti, shoot it for me.
Mistakes done in marketing and sales.
Mistakes done in marketing and sales. And
the last question was from Ayush Bhatt, that he's very scared about taking,
letting
control,
go,
letting
delegation.
go. Yeah.
I think I'm going to give it to Ayush. Ayush, we are going to give you a copy of my book Lead or Bleed, because you truly need to read that book, my friend, because if you don't lead, you'll end up bleeding, and if you end up doing everything by yourself, you're definitely bleeding. So you're going to get a copy of my book Lead or Bleed. My team will reach out to you once the lockdown is open and you will receive a copy. Enjoy the read, my friend, and truly understand this, that letting go is what creates letting grow. So with that, this is me, Rajiv Talreja, signing off. And before I leave, for those of you who watched this episode and you found value, you got to do what you got to do every single week. Ask more questions in the comment section below or on this WhatsApp number, and share this video with more people so that more people get the advantage of the questions I'm answering. Come on, do that immediately. With that, this is Rajiv Talreja signing off. See you guys in the next episode.